morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good 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 morning, sir.
Good morning. We'll start in a couple of minutes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay. So in our earlier class, we have discussed about the different types of blood vessels, okay, the arteries, veins, and capillaries. Today, we'll discuss about the structure of the heart. We will revise this one. So, human heart, it has how many chambers?
Sir, four.
Four chambers, right? The top one, two chambers, which will be either receiving the blood, that chambers are known as the
Atrium.
atrium. And the ones, the chambers that are going to really pump that blood, they have the very thick muscular wall.
Ventricle.
They are the ventricle. Okay. So the four chambers are such a way designed that the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood do not mix. Okay. So the left side and right side of the heart. Okay, that is the here the left. This is the left side or the right side?
Right side. According to the heart structure
The
that
left
we
side.
Yes. So it is opposite here because we are not studying about our heart. We are studying about someone else's heart. So this will be the left and this will be the right. Okay. This is the first point we should not confuse. Okay. Next, the chambers here we saw the atrium and ventricles. Okay. So let us first label the chambers of the heart. Okay. These chambers. This will be the left atrium. Okay. And this will be the
left ventricle.
left ventricle. Okay. Similarly, this chamber here will be the
Right atrium.
right atrium, and the chamber here will be the right ventricle. Okay. So now that four chambers are labeled, next important thing is how is the blood coming into the heart and how it is exiting. Okay. So let us see here from where it is entering the heart. So the circulation, as we know, is the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are circulating in separate, right? They are not mixing. So this here, this vessel and this vessel here, what are they known as? The top one is known as the
Superior vena cava.
superior vena cava. Okay. So here vena cava means vein, superior vena cava. So it's really large vein. And here also this is the lower one. This one is known as the
Inferior vena cava.
inferior vena cava. Now this inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, both of them are very thick veins, very thick. Okay, so the inferior vena cava is going to bring the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body, whereas the superior vena cava will bring the deoxygenated blood from the upper parts of the body. And where it is going to enter? It is going to enter into which chamber?
Right atrium.
Right atrium.
Right atrium. Okay. So in a way, what is happening is the right side of the heart, okay, in the right atrium, it is receiving the deoxygenated blood from the body. And from there, this deoxygenated blood is entering into the right ventricle. What is this valve known as? The valve here is known as the okay. This valve, yes, it is the tricuspid valve. Okay, this one we are going to compare with the this valve that is between the left ventricle and left atrium. Okay, this is known as the
Bicuspid valve.
bi. Okay, so bicuspid valve is in the left side of the heart. Okay, how can we remember? Here it is a bicuspid and here it is a tricuspid. Okay, between the right and right is the tricuspid. Between the left and the left is the bicuspid. Okay, you can use whatever trick you want to use, but you need to remember that here is the bicuspid valve. Okay, then this deoxygenated blood that is flowing from the right atrium to right ventricle has to now enter into this pipe system here. Okay, through what it is entering? This valve is known as, it is looking like a half moon shape, and therefore we will call it as a semilunar valve. And similarly, from the left ventricle, it is entering into this. What is this known as? We are going to label it as. This pipe system on the top is known as the very thick one. This is the thickest artery. Is known as the aorta. Okay. And the one below it, which is bifurcating into two. Okay. It is bifurcating into two. What is this one known as?
Pulmonary artery.
Okay, because it is on the left side, we will write it as the left pulmonary artery. Okay, we are going to say artery because it is going to carry oxygenated or deoxygenated blood here.
Deoxygenated to the lungs.
Yes, it is carrying deoxygenated blood, but still we are calling it as artery. That is the pulmonary artery. Okay, because artery always oxygenated blood, but it is a pulmonary circulation. It is going to the lungs. This will go to the lungs. Okay, will go to the lungs. So left pulmonary artery and this one, okay, it is bifurcated, no? This one is the left pulmonary artery and this one will be the
right pulmonary artery.
Right pulmonary artery. This will go into the left lung. Okay, so this circulation, that is the pulmonary circulation, the pulmonary artery is going to take the deoxygenated blood to both the lungs. Okay, it has gone to the lungs, and in the lungs what is going to happen? It is going to take up that oxygen, release that carbon dioxide, become oxygenated and come back to the heart. So when it is coming back to the heart, at that time it will be known as the what? It will
pulmonary
become the
vein.
It will become the left here, in this case left pulmonary vein. Okay, left pulmonary vein. So the left pulmonary vein is going to bring the oxygenated blood. It is going to bring the oxygenated blood back to the heart. And this one is the right pulmonary vein. Okay. So in this way, the pulmonary circulation is complete. Here there is a circuit. Okay, deoxygenated blood is going and oxygenated blood is
देखिए नीचे में मैंने डेट डाल रखा है, आप लोग भी डेट डाल दो नाम के पास पेज नंबर 21 में देखिए।
So one moment. One moment.
पेज नंबर 22 में आइए।
Will be just 1 minute. Will be back. Yeah. क्या हुआ?
ये वाला तो मैम लिखने के लिए कह रही है, दूर छोड़ पता हिंदी रीडिंग का है तो छुपा के रखे हम क्या पता।
तो तुमको नहीं पता है क्या मैडम का कैसे निकालते हैं? निकालो।
वहाँ नहीं रखा है मम्मी, आप रखे हैं।
क्या रखे हैं?
यही हैंडराइटिंग का।
हमको नहीं पता, हमको नहीं पता।
मम्मी
जाओ ऊपर, अभी क्लास हमारा चल रहा है, बाहर जाओ, टाइम वेस्ट मत करो हमारा, प्लीज गो बेटा, डोंट वेस्ट, अभी बच्चा सब बैठा हुआ है यहाँ, ऊपर जाओ। Okay, sorry. Okay, so here we have the pulmonary circulation. Okay, and so what we are seeing here, that these are the arteries and veins that are involved in the circulation of the blood. Here these two, okay, this valves here, which are looking like the half moon. So what we will call these valves? This valve will be known as the
Aortic valve.
This is the pulmonary, na? So it will be known as, this valve will be known as the
Pulmonary semilunar valve.
pulmonary. Oh, sorry. Okay, is my voice coming? You are able to get my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am not getting voice. Okay, now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, now it's coming. Okay, fine. Yes.
Sir, I was trying to join the meeting since last 15 minutes and you were not accepting me.
So after the 5 minutes the class has started, so in between, 1 or 2 students as it comes on, I try to accommodate, but we cannot keep on breaking the flow of the lecture, right? It's not possible, no? So after 5 minutes of the class has entered, first 5 minutes I don't start the class, and after that when I start, okay, whenever it's possible, because I know that sometimes there is network issues and all, but we cannot always, go back, keep on entering the students as they come. So that will disrupt the class, right?
Okay, no problem, sir.
Okay. So we have these 2 semilunar valves. What is this valve known as? This is the pulmonary, right? The pulmonary vessel. So this will be known as the pulmonary semilunar valve. Okay. And what about this valve that is going to the aorta?
Aortic valve.
Yes, it will also be known as the aortic semilunar valve. Okay. So here important is in this particular because one question will come with labeling, right? So this is one of the very important questions, labeling of the human heart, very important question. Okay. So you should be able to label what are the chambers of the heart, what are the valves, and you should know the vessels. These are the 4 are important. This pericardium and what you say, the septum, okay, interarterial septum, interventricular septum, all of this, okay, but generally the more important one that you need to focus is the what are the chambers, vessels, and valves. Okay, so here the heart is surrounded by the membrane, okay, that is known as the pericardium. Correct? Pericardium. So it is also having the pericardial fluid, which is going to help the heart from any mechanical shocks. Okay. What is the pacemaker of the heart?
Sinoatrial node.
Sir, once can you show that heart one? I want to take that to screenshot.
Always.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So sinoatrial node or SA node. Okay, either way is fine. So pacemaker of the heart. So whether the function of the heart is controlled by the brain, whether the brain is telling the heart now you have to beat. So what is happening is the brain can control the rate of the heartbeat. Okay, for example, the person is running or is feeling in a very cold place or something, so he has to increase the circulation. Then the signal will come from the brain. Okay, that is going to stimulate the SA node so that it will cause the more electrical conductivity, heart will beat fast. Okay, but the current production, the electrical impulse will be generated by the SA node itself, and SA node is a modified heart tissue only. It is not a nerve, it is a modified heart tissue. So the human heart, typically adult person, will beat up to 70 to 72 times per minute. Okay, for young children it is much faster heartbeat. Okay, and at advanced stage the heartbeat may become slower. Okay, so there are the two phases. One is the heart will expand and it will contract. Okay, so there is a systole and diastole.
Diet.
Okay, so this will cause the what we say the lub dub sound. Okay, this lub dub sound that we hear is because of the systole and diastole, and this sound can be heard using a stethoscope. Okay, the stethoscope is used to listen to the. So it is not necessary that in order to listen to that you have to put exactly above the heart. That stethoscope can be put even on the arm. Okay, on the arm also, if you are placing on the arteries and veins on top of that one. Okay, that also will gives the sound. Next, an important blood vessel is also the coronary vessel. Okay, so all of these vessels we saw were going either to the systemic circulation or pulmonary circulation, that is they are going to the body or to the specifically lungs. Okay, so that is why the human circulation is also known as the what kind of circulation? Double circulation. Okay, double circulation. One circulation is to the body in general and one is specifically to the lungs. Okay, so that from the heart that deoxygenated blood can go to the lungs, get oxygenated, and again it can come back. Okay, this will form one circuit. And here in the body what is going to happen, that from the different parts of the body, okay, it is going to collect via the vena cava. Okay, and from the vena cava it is going to enter into the heart. Okay, the heart is going to pump, collect the oxygenated blood from the lungs. Okay, and then it will be going through the aorta to the different parts of the heart. So that is a double circulation, but the heart itself also requires the blood. Okay, so that is by the coronary arteries and coronary veins. Okay, so coronary arteries and coronary veins. So what the coronary arteries have to do? Arteries are going to carry what kind of blood? Oxygenated. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what this coronary artery is carrying oxygenated blood. So which part of the heart do you think is going to carry the oxygenated blood to different parts of the body? Who is carrying the oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body?
Aorta.
Aorta is carrying. You see, this three vessels we are showing as outside it is coming, no? Specifically, they are going to different parts of the body. So one of these, okay, there is a fourth one also that will be behind, that goes back to the heart. Okay, heart walls of the heart, muscles of the heart. Okay, so what is going to happen from the aorta? Okay, there will be some arteries which are known as the coronary arteries. Okay, coronary arteries which are going to arise from the aorta, and they will supply this oxygenated blood to the muscles of the heart. The whatever
Sir.
yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
I have a question. Like the human heart is a four-chambered heart.
yeah.
It's four-chambered, and is what would have happened if the human heart was two-chambered?
Yeah, this we will maybe in your higher classes you will see a comparison. You know that the heart need not be always four-chambered. Okay, it can be just a single-chambered also, two-chambered heart. Okay, okay, four-chambered heart. So there are different advantages and disadvantages of this. Okay, now what happens is, for example, only single heart chamber is there. Okay, so in and out, and this is going to act as a pump. Heart is only going to act as a pump, just blood in, blood out. Okay, so in this case what will happen, that the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, there is no proper demarcation. Okay, and the heart is only acting as a pump. Okay, but with this, for example, you are asking is a two chambered. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so for example, they will be just in, okay, oxygen in coming from one side, and that may or may not be mixing with the other chamber, okay, and that is going outside. So separate circulation can be maintained from one heart. Okay, one chamber is only pumping oxygenated blood, circulating it. The other chamber is only circulating deoxygenated blood. That is also possible. Okay, but these kind of things somehow they are found in the lower organisms. Okay, smaller size organisms, lower organisms, these things are there. But when we are coming to the human system, we also have the separate like lungs are there. Okay, because there are the smaller like some insects and all, they are fishes and all, so they are taking the blood, the oxygen by their gills or from the skin surface. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so then they don't need a separate circulation for the lung. Okay, so here what is happening is we are considering the body one separate circulation and lungs as a separate circulation. Lot of importance is given to separate circulation for the lungs. Okay, so that is why this four chambered heart, it seems to help this purpose. This kind of system, it is more useful. Okay, the more detailed understanding you will have in the higher classes. Okay, here this is quite sufficient. So
Okay, sir.
in the
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
so in the coronary veins, what is happening in the coronary veins, whatever this oxygenated blood has gone through the coronary arteries, they also get deoxygenated, and they have to again get back into the circulation. So for that one, what is going to happen, that there is a coronary sinus. So this coronary sinus is a large vein, okay, which is like so many small veins will come together and make one large vein, just like superior vena cava. So it will make one large vein, and this large vein, it is going to open up into which chamber of the heart?
Right atrium.
Into the right atrium. Okay, so you can see here that the right atrium is doing the complete business of accepting the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood from all parts of the body, any part of the body, including the heart, it will enter into the
Excuse me, sir.
right atrium. Yes.
Sir, you are talking about right atrium.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So whatever the deoxygenated blood is there in the body, it will enter into the receiving chamber. Receiving chamber for that one is the right atrium. Okay, it is the right atrium. So the coronary sinus will collect all that deoxygenated and put it into the right atrium. Okay, next. So the normal blood pressure we are roughly time. Okay, the normal blood pressure of the human is the 120 by 80 mmHg. Okay, that is the blood pressure, BP, and the machine that is used to measure the blood pressure is known as the
Sphygmomanometer.
Yeah,
Sphygmomanometer.
Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Okay, so blood groups, maybe we can revise in the next class. Okay, any doubts you have, you can ask. In the meanwhile, I will take the attendance. Okay then, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank